Hello everyone, my name is Basim and today we're gonna discuss the effective communication in workplace. I am excited and we're gonna start with you, Nasser.
Thank you, Bassem. I am Nasser Qahtani.
Hello.
I believe that good communication makes employees feel valued. When leaders listen to their teams, it's boosted happiness and motivation.
Thank you. Hello, Abdulillah.
Hello, Mr. Bassem. My name is Adila. Thank you for having me. Effective communication is important. When you have good communication, it helps solve problem quickly and makes the workplace a happier place.
Thank you very much. Hello, Majid.
Hello, Mr. Bassem. Actually, I think communication is really important at work. When we talk clearly, it helps everyone understand their jobs better.
Thank you all for this introduction. So, welcome again to our session about the effective communication skills in the workplace. As we introduced ourselves before, my name is Basim. I will be leading this session. We're going to discuss a lot of agendas related to this subject. So, we're going to start with this agenda of our session today, the effective communication skills in the workplace. First of all, we're going to talk about the importance of effective communication as well as the key components of the effective communication. Third will be the common barriers to effective communication in the workplace. And last, of course, will be the practical strategies to improve or enhance our communications in the workplace. So let's explore more to the importance of the effective communications. Let's start discussing what is the importance of effective communications. So first is the clarity and understanding. Of course, clear communications is the cornerstone of the effective collaboration. It helps prevent misunderstanding, which can lead to mistakes and frustration. So when we articulate our thoughts clearly to our teammates, it will, and of course our colleagues, likely our intentions and idea would be easier to understand by the other party. For example, consider this scenario when a team is tasked with a project. If the project manager provides vague instructions, the team members maybe has some misunderstanding or like interrupting rules how they are going to perform this task. This maybe leads for some delays or maybe conflict with, of course, each other. Second would be the team collaboration. So the good communication fosters teamwork, which allow the team members to communicate effectively. There is a great sense of cohesion, which allows them, of course, to work more efficiently toward common goals in the workplace. Let's think about the sports team when players communicate together on the field. This may lead to make the work or the play more smoothly, and they will perform more efficiently, and even if they are under pressure. Third will be the conflict resolution. Of course, open lines of communication can help address this and resolve the conflicts inside the workplace or between the teammates and work members. This proactive approach actually leads to more harmonious and work environment better smoothly. For example, if two team members is disagree on approach, discussing these conflicts or misunderstanding openly can lead to compromise a little, so that lead to satisfaction and more understanding our intention between each other. The last would be employee engagement, and this is very important. So when employees who feel and understood that they are more likely engaged and heard from teammates or their manager superior, engagement is crucial for productivity and retention, as well as by creating an atmosphere where feedback is welcomed. Management demonstrates that they valued employees' feedback and opinions. These could be increase the loyalty and, of course, dedication from their teammates. Let's now go to the key components of the effective communication. We're gonna break down some of the keys to help us understand more about effective communications. So first would be the active listening. Active listening means fully concentrating on the speaker and focus about his communications, understanding their message, how they're gonna be received from us, and responding thoughtfully. It involves more than just hearing words. It's about grasping and emotions, intentions behind them. To practice the active listening, let's gonna try paraphrasing what the speaker has said and asking clarifying questions. So this is not only demonstrates what we are engaged about, also helps prevent the misunderstanding between each other. The second would be the non-verbal communication, and this is very important. The body language, the facial expressions, the eye contact, these play a crucial role in how our messages are received. Be mindful of our non-verbal cues. They should be aligned with our spoken words and how we're gonna deliver our thoughts to uh, the other members of the team in the workplace. For example, maintaining eye contact conveys confidence and gaining the attention. The opposite is when our arm are closed or we are not making the eye contact properly to the other colleagues. That may lead to misunderstanding or even the disinterest of our communication from the other team members. Second would be clarity and consciousness. Being clear and conscious helps convey our message without causing confusion. So avoid slang words or unless we are sure that these slang words are going to be understood by the other parties. Instead of saying let's leverage our synergies, you might say let's work together to combine our strength. This simplifies the words coming from me as a speaker to the receiver. So it will be a simple words and it would be easier to understand from the other party. Lastly would be empathy. Empathy involves understanding, acknowledging the feelings, perspective of others, enhance communications, builds respect, and foster trust, of course. When you practice empathy, you can ask such as, how do you feel about this? This shows you are open to understanding others. Few points can lead to more productive discussions, of course. Last key and is very important is the feedback. When providing and requesting, of course, feedback is essential. Why is that? Is for clarity. It helps clear up misunderstanding and improves our future interactions with each other. Make it a habit to ask colleagues for feedback after a meeting, or asking them for a task, or maybe for a presentation. You might say, how did I do? Is there anything you want to ask about? Is there anything not clear to you? This opens the encourage from the other party to ask more, and of course lead to clear the way to a smooth workplace and deliver the goals of our meetings or the task being delivered. Since we talked about the key components of the effective communication, now we're going to talk about the common barriers to effective communication. Here we'll be seeing what are the most common barriers to effective communications. Also, barriers can limit the communications process, leading to misunderstanding and conflicts. So first is the language differences. Language barriers can lead to misunderstanding, of course, especially in a diverse workplace with multiple languages are spoken. It is essential to be patient and seek clarification when needed. Using simple language, avoiding slang can also help ensure our message is understood by everyone, especially if there is more than a team member speaking different language within the team. Also, here are the cultural differences. Of course, when there is language difference, there is cultural differences as well. Different usually different cultural backgrounds shape how we communicate and interact with each other and delivering our message. Being culturally aware prevent miscommunication and promote the clearly delivering messages. For example, in some culture, direct eye contact is a sign of respect, while in other, it can be perceived as aggressive. So see how different cultures may lead to misunderstanding or conflict within the same workplace. Second will be emotional barriers. Of course, personal emotions such as stress, anxiety, or anger, these can be limit our effective communication. Recognizing these emotions in ourselves and others can help navigate the difficult conversations. Of course, taking a moment to breathe and stepping away from heated situation, these can help both parties to communicate more clearly. Sometimes we need to take a deep breath and go away for a second to realize what is the situation really are. Then come back with clear mind to express our thoughts in a good communications way. Next would be distractions. Of course, in a busy workplace, distractions can impact focus and impact the quality of communication. It is important to minimize such as interruptions in critical discussions or meeting. Consider setting aside dedicated times, important conversations where distractions are minimized, such as turning off notification on devices or closing the door when we have such a meeting one-on-one with some of our teammates in delivering such a critical task to delivering our goal in a project or something like that. Lastly would be assumption, and of course making assumptions about what others know or feel may lead to misunderstanding. Always seek clarifications when in doubt about someone's perspectives or intentions. Practicing curiosity sometimes could lead to better understanding. Of course, and instead of assuming, ask questions about, like, can you tell me more about how you see that? Or could you tell me about what you see in my direction to you about that task or goal or something related to work, how I delivered that to you, so we can lay on a common ground and be clear understanding how to deliver this task. Our last agenda is the practical strategies to enhance or improve our effective communications. Of course, we're gonna dive here more and explain more about these strategies. First, we're gonna talk about the practice, the active listening. Focus on your speaker, avoid interruption, provide feedback to show, of course, the understanding. Try to summarize or paraphrase their points to reinforce our engagement. For example, you might say, what I am hearing is that you are feeling overwhelmed by a deadline. Is that correct? Always ask for the feedback. This confirms your understanding and opens the door for further discussion. Next would be use clear language. Of course, tailor your language to your audience. So avoiding slang words or jargon while where possible. Assume your audience may not be familiar with these technical terms and speak plainly. Speak in a not formal way. When we explaining the complex ideas, try to break them down to simpler components to ensure the clarity within everyone to understand. Next would be the body language. Of course, be aware of the body language. Ensure that your nonverbal cues can align with verbal messages. Awareness of body language can enhance our message impact. If you are discussing something serious, maintain a serious demeanor to convey the gravity of the issue. And of course, when you are delivering something, make it sure your body language reflects the same idea of your message. Next will be the encourage open dialogue, create environment when team members can feel safe expressing their thoughts and feelings to their superior or teammates. This opens or openness can lead to more honest and productive discussions. To foster these achievements, of course, on a regular basis, ask for inputs and make it clear that all opinions are matters and feedback is important. The open door policy is here. We're doing that. This can make the effective communication more applicable in the workplace. Last would be seek feedback, and this is the most important thing in the effective communication. Of course, on a regular basis, ask for feedback on your communication style. Be open to making adjustments and improvement based on what you hear from the other party. Consider using anonymous surveys, feedback, ask, gather information, constructive feedback from colleagues. Can improve your delivery of the communications messages. So now for the conclusion about the effective communications. Of course, we have learned a lot about that. So the effective communication skills are essential for a successful workplace. Let's take a moment for reflection. Think about the recent conversation that didn't go as planned. What the barriers that might have been between you and the team members in that time that influenced the outcome? How could you apply one of these strategies that can improve the our communication skills between each other? Is there any similar interactions could be happened in the future? So we can also prevent such as that in the future. I hope we all learned something today from this session that could prevent some of that conflict or misunderstanding using the effective communication in the future.